Hello. I want to show some pictures of the ships that I took on the night of April the 7th here in Salem, Indiana. I want to start with this one because we've got some pretty good details that are coming out with these ships in the sky. And these images were taken with my iPhone 8 and my clip-on lens. So I'm going to pause this video and we're going to zoom up on some of these ships that are underneath this giant orb. Okay, I've brought the image a little bit closer of the ships, and it is like they are coming through, they're bleeding through from the other dimension. I think they can come and go however they want. You can see where they do interconnect with one another. It looks like there is a ship on top of this one that has connected to this one. It's just like Legos. That's what it seems like to me, kind of like Legos. Let me see if I can move this screen up a tad bit without moving it too much. Yeah, look at this. And you can tell that they are 3D in nature. Just like our ships that are on the sea, the oceans, the airplanes in the air, vehicles that we drive, they do have a 3D structure to them. Look at this. This is it's very bright. It's brighter. I wonder why some of them stick out more than others. I don't know. I just take the pictures. And for those of you who are wondering, how do you take the pictures? It's with my iPhone 8 and my clip-on lens. That's it. And you know, you don't have to believe it, but I would encourage you to open up your mind to the possibility, the real, very real possibility, the reality that there are ships out there in the sky. And they're not small, they're massive. Okay, absolutely massive. Let's scroll on down. And I will show you how this looks with the inverted image next to it of these ships. Look at this. I don't feel any negative energy from these. I don't. And some people say, well, they're fallen angels or whatever. I'm sorry. Judge nothing before it's time. That's what I've been told. And it's really not nice to make judgments on things that we do not really know. And I have not been on one of these ships as far as I know. And I don't know anyone else who have been on these ships, and I don't know anyone else who has had inside knowledge of these particular ships and what type of extraterrestrial beings, angelic beings, or whoever are on these ships, okay? I'm just presenting the evidence, and I would encourage you to please have an open mind. That's what I would encourage you to do, because our world is changing. And these ships are making themselves more and more known to everyone around the world. So let me pause this video right here. Okay, here we are looking at the side-by-side of the actual picture right here. And then you can see it in the inverted mode. And it really... they're just so interesting how they show up. They really are. It's really a mystery to me. It's spiritual how these ships get in my phone's camera. It really is. That's the only explanation. If you're looking for a scientific, proven explanation, I'm sorry, I'm not going to give you one because I don't have one. And I don't live my... life based on science, and I don't walk by the way of science. I walk by the way of faith and spirit. This is spiritual, okay? For such a time as this. That's why I'm here, for such a time as this. Here we have another image side by side. We have the normal picture and then the inverted picture. You can see that the ships they're more visible at times when I take pictures than they are at other times. I guess the frequency has to be at a certain level. I know it does, in order for the ships to manifest, come out from that dimensional realm for a little bit to get their picture taken and then boom back in. That's really what happens. That's how I'm trying to explain it in human terms and layman terms. It's like a dimensional rim that they boop, come out, get your picture, boom. Okay, share your picture. That's what I feel within my spirit. Okay, we're going to look at another picture. I'm not going to go over all the pictures, but I will put all the pictures in this video. But look at this. We're keeping with the same structure. And you know, I'm going to say this. When I take pictures, say I'll take one picture, and within less than a second, I'll take another picture. Their shape will change, boom, like that fast. So let's look at this one, and then I'm going to show you the inverted mode because it looks really cool. So let me pause this. Okay, let's look at this inverted mode. I really like it because, you know, these images of these ships is like, wow, how cool is this? It really is cool. Let's look at it closer up. Let me pause this. I'm going to find this cursor. Yeah, I'm going to pause it. Let's look at this because when I was inverting the images, I thought, oh, wow, I'm going to zoom up and I'm going to see how these look. And, you know, of course, you're not going to get perfect detail from an iPhone 8, but you can't be, well, there are some who will still choose to dismiss reality and these ships. Look at that. Let's go to the next picture. Just look at that. It is, it's so very fascinating to me. It really is. And so interesting to see these, even in the inverted mode, you know, because before, at the thought of me having to put these pictures in the inverted mode, I would say, oh, it takes so long to do it. But guess what? I can do this, and I don't mind doing it at all. I want to show you this picture. This was last year sometime. I can't remember. Probably toward the end of the year, maybe middle of the year. I've taken so many pictures, but you know, it's undeniable that these ships are out here. Look at these. How can you dismiss them? How can you dismiss these as specks of dust, locusts, or anything else, pixels? You can't, unless you want to be in complete denial. I think it's really time that we start opening up our minds and start taking this very seriously, that we're not alone. There are thousands upon thousands of ships up there in the sky, on the other dimension, in the other dimension, bleeding through the other dimension into our dimension. And if I can find the inverted image of that, I'm going to show you that also. Okay, this is just a little more close-up of these, not too much close-up. Let's see if I can drag this down a tad. Of these big long ships, and they are long, and they're in our skies. They're in the clouds, cloaked with the clouds. So I'm probably going to end this video right here, but I do thank you for watching, and I'm going to put some pictures on here. I think I've done enough recording of the screen, and I hope you enjoy the video, and if you like it, please give it a thumbs up because it helps generate the news that we are not alone in this world. We're not.